The first time I hold the racket, I get hooked, you know, and then nothing. And it was so much fun. A lot of people start to play. We start to play matches, and then from there, in Miami was the boom, you know. When I moved to LA, was no
paddle.
Was just private houses. I started with paddle, like teaching in the houses.
Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Padel Smash Academy. Today we are visiting paddle clubs on the West Coast. And specifically we are in LA at Padel Up. And we have here Abraham Alvarez, the head paddle coach at the club. Welcome to the channel, Abraham. Tell us a little bit about your paddle journey, where you coming from, and how did you start playing paddle?
Yeah, thank you for the introduction. I started playing paddle in 2021. In Miami, was just one club open there, and was not too many people playing paddle. And then, of course, I did the transition from tennis. I came from tennis. The first time I hold the racket, I get hooked, you know, and then nothing. And it was so much fun. A lot of people start to play. We start to play matches, and then from there, in Miami was the boom, you know. They started to open clubs. I think after 2022, they started to open. 2021, 2022, a lot amount of clubs.
Did you start playing here in the U.S.? Is that when you started
Yes,
playing?
I started playing here in the U.S. For my first time. I knew about paddle in Argentina. I used to live in Argentina too. I knew about paddle, but I never give it a try. Yeah.
So how did you get to? How did you get here to LA? How did that? How did that happen? How did you connect also with Padel Up?
I mean, LA was always a city, like was always on my dreams, you know, like, oh my God, LA is a great city to live. And I have a friend like was here in LA living. We was always in touch, you know, that talking with each other, and he bring me here to a tournament to play like a tournament.
Which club was that at?
No. We started to play paddle tennis.
Okay.
Like paddle tennis. It was in Venice. That's how
It's no beach tennis.
No, paddle tennis. We have it's a sport here. Like it's between paddle and platform. The one is in New York. I don't know if you heard about it. It's like pop now. Now it's association that is pop tennis. You know, but it used to be paddle tennis with no glass. That's how I came here. Daniel Wolf was the one, he bring me to explore this new world. And I see the vibe of LA, the people. And I said, dude, this is my vibe, you know, like this is something like is fitting on me. I give a try for a couple times. And then I would say, this is my city. Why not, you know? So
and how did you end up here in Padel Up? Or tell us a little bit about the journey. You said before we started the interview that you were here since the beginning.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the journey?
Yeah. So when I moved to LA, was no paddle. Was just private houses.
Wow.
So that's how I started with paddle, like teaching in the houses.
Oh.
And
how did you connect with them?
Yeah, so I mean, connections, friends.
Okay.
I have a friend like Wolf was the one like actually connect me with these people, and then from there, I mean, it's a small world when you are doing the right things and you know the right people too. It's like easy to go, but yeah, I was lucky, you know, to have the opportunity. I started teaching on private houses, and then when these people, the owners, they decide to open a Padel Up, they just reach out. They reach out, and nothing. I start from zero. Was no club. The only club was in Sunset. That is the paddle courts. Like they opened like 10 years ago. Like now it's managed for John Guerra, and then was not successful in that moment because anyone was having idea about paddle, and then they reopened I think years ago. And then another one was in Tactica, that was in Torrance, like so far away. So basically, we was the only club in the West Coast.
Wow.
You know? That was in Century City. That was the first one we opened.
So when you opened this club here, did you have a network of players already, or how long has this been open for first?
We opened in summer of 2024.
Okay.
The one in Century City.
Okay.
Yeah, 2024. And this one we opened last year. This one, the indoor one, in April. April, May.
Okay.
But yeah, from the beginning, I remember people coming to the club. Hey, this is pickable, and they was not having idea about like what paddle. So we was explaining and educating people, creating the programs. Of course, people like they came from Miami or they came from Europe, from Spain. They know about paddles.
Right.
It's easy. Or
how about the
Argentina.
locals? How about the locals? Were you able to get some of the land community here? And how long did it take you to build some type of community where you can do leagues and programs?
Yeah, that's a good point. I feeling that me arriving to teach paddle tennis, the one in Venice, was a community already there. Beach tennis was a community already there. Tennis, I used to play all the racket sports, so it was already a community. And I don't want to lie, it was a little bit difficult to do the transition. The people used to play pickleball because pickleball is a sport that is free, right?
We get that all the time. Exactly. Most people who don't transition from pickle paddle, the pickle players are different market. Just different market.
Different market. I mean, I'm not judge, but it's different. Like like they don't need to pay for build a court or to rent the court. They're taking over of a court,
and it's easier for people who have never played a sport before or athletes.
Exactly,
they can play that.
Exactly.
So that there's a market there.
Yeah.
So Abraham, why don't you tell us a little bit about who the owners are?
Yeah.
And what is your specific role here?
Yeah, the owners are from Jamaica. Yeah, John, smart guys that they start this journey with another guy from it's like a five
owners.
Five owners, like part of the team, two main owners, and then another one is from America, two from America, another one from Canada, and yeah, in Jamaica. That's how they started. My role from the beginning was I was the only one of the owners. He was having a tennis background, but no knowledge with paddle. So I was the one with the knowledge of paddle, like idea, knowing people, and basically I create the programming of the clinics and the open plays, schedule, the adults, kids, everything from scratch, and then organize events. That's how that was my strong thing. Organize events, do tournaments. And put everyone together, try to make sure like it's a whole experience that the people is learning, but in the same time having fun. And
so creating the community and all that.
Yeah.
So where do you see them coming from? Tennis mostly?
People?
Yeah.
People. Yeah. I mean, people came from everywhere. Yeah. People that came from tennis, the transition is quickly.
Yeah.
The only they take a little bit longer to learn is the walls for sure. But people, squash, we have a lot of people coming from squash. Tennis, a lot of soccer players actually. People play soccer. They've been playing paddle. But yeah, for sure. I mean, if you came from tennis, like it's the mother of the racket sport, and then you want to play all the racket sports.
So is there a land community here that started playing or European community like Spain?
Yeah,
community?
yeah, 100%. Now we have in the WhatsApp group like 450 people.
Wow.
Like in the beginning, I remember, hey, I was the only one texting. We was like 20 people use.
Yeah, it grows quickly, huh?
Yeah. They used to play, and then I feeling that yeah. So has been great.
So now, why don't you tell us a little bit? People always, our viewers and listeners, wanted to find out how much is it to play here?
How much what?
To play. How much is it?
Yeah.
Reservation, clinics, lessons.
And what's the model? Is there members, non-members?
Yeah.
And the price differences?
Yeah, that's a good question. We have since we opened Culver City, how you can see, we have the gym on the back of us. We have the showers, and we have a sauna, cold plunge. We start to do the members. That now we have 200 members.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going well. And of course, the members have a different price than the people are not members.
What's the price of a membership?
The member is $200.
And what are the amenities that they get that the non-members don't
Yeah,
get?
they give you, first of all, you can book a call with so much time in advance.
Okay.
Different to the non-members. Second one, you have a 50% of the
50%
of the clinics. And the core reservation. The core reservation, you have 2 free core reservations a month.
Wow.
And
that's pretty good.
Yeah, of course. If you partial of your membership, you have that 50%, and also you can use the whole facility. So I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
If you are from LA and you play twice or even once.
So if you're pay to play, how much would that cost? A non-member.
If you're not a member and you book a course, we have a different price for no peak hours and for peak hours. No peak hours you pay $110,
Okay.
and peak hours you pay $130 for the core for 1 hour.
For the core.
For the
Oh,
core.
for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not an hour and a half.
No, 1 hour. Well, 1 hour and a half is a little. Is the
So $130 for 1 hour
For 1
playing.
hour, yeah.
Okay. And you get people. I mean, don't you think an hour it's enough, or people like to play more?
people like to play 1 hour and a half. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
So what is that, like 170 or?
Yes, 170 for 1 hour and a half. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And how much are the lessons?
The lessons, well, we have different rates depending on the coaches. For example, the head pro have a different rate to the coaches, but can come from 170 to 220 with taxes. Yeah,
And if I want to play with you, how much it will cost me?
that's the last.
That's
the last one.
You have to pay double.
That you're
Yeah.
gonna pay double, baby.
Yeah.
Now, you guys went with 3 courts. I see that there's room to put in more courts. Is that
Here?
Yeah, you guys just put the 3 courts to see how you're developing a community before you do that, and there's a possibility of putting another court afterwards, or was that strategic to create this more of a lounge, an area where people will stay? So you guys got a DJ there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have parties?
Exactly.
People want people to stay.
Exactly.
Do you guys have beer and wine license? And you have
Working on it.
Work.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, no, so of course, sure, we have, you see all this space, we have space for put another court, but I think the idea was, okay, normally we see a lot of clubs like they have 3 courts, but there's barely space to you walking over around the court. So here is more, we do a lot of events, a lot of parties or corporate events, like the people come here to book. It's a hangout area when the mothers, they come and the kids are playing around. They play ping pong, they play tag ball. So it's kind of like, that was the reason. Like, okay, we have 3 courts, we have a big space, and then we can manage this space to do another things. We're working on the license. We don't have the bird and the wine license yet, but we're working on it.
So people can bring their own then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
And you guys have coffee, right? That's
Coffee, yes.
So tell us,
can make
from
you
what
one.
time to what time is the club open?
7 to 11.
Okay. And if they want to find out more information, where should they go?
You have the app, and we have the Instagram Padel Up. Padel Up is the
Instagram.
is the Instagram social media. Right there we have all the photos, the event that we promote, and we have the link that send you to our website too. That is padelupclub.com. That's the website.
And if Playtomic or Play by Point?
Play by point.
Play by Point. So if they can look you up and Play by Point if they want to make reservations.
You can see the 2 locations, Century City and Culver City.
So, Abraham, before we finish this, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, I want to talking about. I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys you are here. You're doing a great job in the paddle community. I've been watching like couple of video of you and interview, and that's amazing. And I think that's all about it. The grow the sports, you know.
Right.
And I think all of us, we are addicted. You know, we share the same addiction. Like it's paddle, and we see how it can be. Of course, it's more challenge than another sport, but at the same time, it's a smart game. It's fun. It's a little hangout. Like you hang out with the person next to you, and how we know it's gonna grow and how it's growing. You know, it's
Beautiful, man.
So I think I'm just glad to be part of that, and always I don't know, give my help.
Abraham, placer. Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Congratulations.
Gracias. No, gracias. Gracias a ustedes por venir acá.